Hey everybody, Ian here. I know it's been a while, just want to take a few minutes here to clue you all in on some really exciting content updates we have here coming in the rest of the summer and of course in the fall of this year. The first is August's next monthly one-shot. It's called Nexus. Nexus is an isekai story. I would describe it as a business trip turned grand adventure. It's just this fun little self-contained, at times funny story. The players do such a phenomenal job with it. We just finished filming last week. It's in post-production now. I would say it kind of takes our natural biases toward conflict resolution and puts them front and center. So what can we really learn from a world which seemingly has peace figured out? And what can they learn from us? That's Nexus. Hopefully y'all are enjoyed. That should come out roughly around the end of August. Our next September monthly one-shot, it doesn't have a title yet, but it is in effect a story about a cheese heist. Think Ocean's 11 plus Ratatouille with a little bit of sprinkling of the Sopranos on top. That one is going to be a riot. Really looking forward to that. We're actually planning that right now, getting the cast together, character sheets, things like that. That story is going to be an absolute hoot. That should come out in September. And there are two other pieces of content that I want to clue you all in on that we're at StoryTogether really, really, really excited about. Number one, it's actually my wife's Zamula's idea. We are going to create a new series alongside the monthly one-shots. That's really much more closely aligned with improv. So probably like many of you, you may have started out doing basic role playing from an improvisational standpoint when you were kids. I know my brother and I sure did. And that's where we really learned to kind of attune ourselves to the process of role playing. And I think given StoryTogether's mission to bring as many people into this wonderful art form and activity as possible, we want to show that, average folks like us can role play, right? Point blank. And I think the best way to do that is to kind of create an improv series where we don't create characters ahead of the time. I don't tell the players what story we're going to play. As a matter of fact, I probably am not even going to create a story if I GM it. I'll probably just say, all right, anyone have any suggestions? Anyone have any genres they want to explore? And we'll really just kind of run with it and try to create a one-shot story live. But that's purely improvisational. We're really excited about that because I think at the end of the day, it shows that you don't need all of this incredibly superfluous pre-planning. It can really just be really, really slimmed down. No rules, basically. A little bit of dice rolling for fun here and there, but really awesome, high-quality stories can organically evolve from the improv process. So really excited for that. And lastly, we have been working on a secret project behind the scenes. We at StoryTogether are going to be moving into streaming, and we coinciding with the, I guess you could call it, I don't know what folks online are calling it, D&D 5.5. I think Wizards calls it D&D 2024. But as that PHB becomes available, we are going to be launching a full-blown show on Twitch that we are going to be live streaming. I'm not going to give y'all any of the details, but I will say it will be set in the Forgotten Realms, but it will be in areas of the world that traditional high-quality actual plays haven't really explored. And that's really all I'll say. I personally love the Forgotten Realms, and I think it's just so ripe for the historical fiction exercise of really diving into the world and empowering the players to really live in it in a high quality way. And obviously, hopefully that'll come through for the audience. So that will probably kick off sometime in the late fall, early winter of this year. We are currently casting for the show. We're doing some preliminary casting. I think we probably have 3 of the cast well settled, maybe one other, but there's at least two, maybe 3 other spots, and then certainly guest starring spots that we are working hard on casting right now. But that's a longer term exercise. So a lot of work, a lot of really fun stuff going on behind the scenes at StoryTogether. Just want to take a moment, because I know it's been a while since I posted, but we've just been really cooking behind the scenes, and we really are just so excited and proud and passionate about what we're building over here. So hopefully y'all are really vibe with what we're putting out, and we'll get better and better at, producing high quality actual play content. And I think when this is over, maybe like in the 6 or 9 month mark of us producing like high quality actual plays, I think what I'll probably end up doing is try to put together a guide. So if you're just getting into making your own actual plays, I may try to create some sort of guide to make that process easier, because there's a lot of equipment, there's a lot of software, there's a lot of editing, there's a lot of technology behind the scenes that's being used. So if people might find that helpful, I'm happy to put that together. It might take me a little bit to kind of synthesize everything that we've learned over the past several years. But in any event, just want to take a moment. Really appreciate all your patience when we're getting these videos put together. But Nexus comes out in a few weeks, and then we have the Cheese Heist, we have the improv series, we have the secret streaming project, and of course, your monthly one-shots are going to continue like normal. And then the podcast will be coming back to you soon. I've been working with John Floor, the man, the myth, the legend, on getting some guests, kind of tag teaming that podcast, and just exciting stuff, exciting content coming down the line. So like I said, appreciate your patience, but more wonderful stuff hopefully to look forward to at StoryTogether. So hope everyone is doing great. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll go on live soon.